the United States of America was suddenly and deliberately attacked.
As men rushed to enlist in armies, job vacancies skyrocketed. In order to fill these vacancies, the government started a propaganda campaign to help women take roles that men had formerly held. Women became riveters, built airplanes. These women were building weapons that their fathers, brothers, husbands, and cousins were using in order to fight Nazi Germany.
Hello and welcome to Channel 19 News. I'm Mildred and this is today's updates. For many years now, the color of our skin has defined many aspects of our lives as well as our actions toward other people. However, serving this war has given many Native Americans such as McCoy's their first opportunity to leave their reservation and meet non-Indian people.
Whatever land you land on, the earth is just a dead thing you can claim. But I know every rock and tree and creature has a life, has a spirit.
For years, I have been denied basic citizenship rights. This war has provided me an opportunity to leave this life and start over new. Many of my brothers and sisters in my reservation have also joined the military for the same reason I have. I have currently been learning more about becoming a code talker. Since only natives like myself understand this language, it is undecipherable to our enemies.
Tachini, Kiadali, Bialdosalani,
And
Che Dah Gahidi
are just a few of the words that we use.
Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? Can you paint with all the colors of the wind?
These minorities have been through a lot in their lives, and it is likely there will be a civil rights movement after the war. If there is, we better be prepared for it. Minorities aren't the only ones affected by the war. Women have also been affected by this war. Let's take a look at women on the home front.
Tens of thousands of women are already at work in aircraft. More are being added as fast as they apply. This solves the breadwinning problem for many families whose men are at war.
Many people go into war without thinking about the consequences it has on their families. My family used to be considered very wealthy, but we now rely on rationing coupons to help us survive. It's amazing how lives can be affected like this. One day you are on top of the world, the next trying to hold it up. The only thing keeping me from breaking down is writing to my husband, who is fighting in the war. However, I have not heard from him in almost 2 weeks, and I don't even know if he's alive.
I love him. I love him.
As you have seen by this tragic interview, even people at home are not safe from the chaotic devastations of this war. It is evident that people at home are greatly affected by the trivialities of war. While some women stay home with their families, many women have turned to fighting in the war in order to provide for their families and show their patriotism to their nation.
Hey, there goes one of those petticoat soldiers now.
Yeah. My sister wants to join the WWII. What do you think of that?
Huh. She's crazy. What the devil's a woman want to be a soldier for?
Just a waste of time. This is a man's war.
With every man utilized, we are still short millions of hands. We must call upon women. All over the United States, women are called upon to leave their homes and take jobs. Among our young unmarried women and among older women whose children are grown, we have a large reserve. They discover that factory work is usually no more difficult than housework. Employers find that women can do many jobs as well as men. Some jobs better.
The name's Private Mayfield. I've spent almost all my life in the home, cooking, cleaning, respecting my duty as a woman. However, after my husband died serving in the war, I was forced to enlist in the Women's Auxiliary Army Corps in order to send money back to my teenage son. If it wasn't for General George Marshall, God knows if my family would have survived financially. My son has greatly benefited by the paychecks I've sent him, even though the wages for women and men are unequal. One downside is that I am unable to rise above the rank of private, and I have been discriminated against, although I am fighting beside other men.
Once you find your center, you are sure to win. You're a spineless, pale, pathetic mutt, and you haven't got a clue. Somehow I'll make a man out of you.
This war has changed countries, including America, into backward societies. We are unsure how much longer this war will go on and how severe the effects of the war and the turmoil will grow. All we can do is hope that our loved ones will return safely and pray that our lives will turn back to normal. This has been Mildred with Channel 19 News. Sleep well, America, and I'll see you tomorrow.
How did people live in, like, the cave, though?